Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, I had gone to do top dressing of my maize, and I am back. And so, I want us to continue from where we had left in the morning. We were discussing about the JKL live interview at the Citizen TV that Jeff Koinange had with the team, because we're talking about Malala, Dennis Itumbi. By then, Dennis Itumbi was just here to make sure that he's defending the government. Jugush was there and other guys, because the interview centered at the content creating industry. You remember what happened to Butere girls when they went to perform their play. So it's all about this content creating industry. Iko wapi na inaelekea wapi? There is something that Malala said in a very joking way, but it has a serious implication on the manner in which the administration of William Ruto is running affairs in this country. At first place, Malala is saying that every person is an actor. And he went on sarcastically to ask Dennis Itumbi to credit him for making President Ruto an actor. And how? Now, this is where the jokes comes in. Recently, you saw the president launching a patient to say that SHA is working. Itumbi tried to interject, to interrupt the event, Malala, but Malala was not bothered with that. Now, he went on to point out in Jugush that now you have content. You saw the president launching the patient. So Jugush should go ahead and make content out of that. Malala has gone on to talk about Talanta Hela that was launched at State House, organized by Dennis Itumbi. And he also talked about the reason why he was kicked out of UDA party. So first of all, listen to him, then we're going to continue with the discussion.
Festival. Yeah, every person is an actor there, and I think you should credit me for making even the president an actor. Recently, you saw him launching a patient to say that SHA is working.
Are you saying SHA is not working? Are you saying SHA is not working?
But that's said and done.
No. Are you saying SHA is not working?
You have content now.
No. Are you saying SHA is not working?
You saw the president launching a patient.
That's crazy now.
Now on
crazy
the issue of
is SHA working?
No, Malala. Are you saying SHA is not working?
Interacting with it.
It's good that you have kept silent on that issue.
Wait. Jeff, on the issue of the manifesto and what
yes.
the government promised and
yes.
what it has not done. You know these theoretical and academic presentations that Itumbi is trying to read to us. I think Kenyans are tired with that. Itumbi, you invited all creatives. I was among them at State House. Launched something called Talanta Ella, something application. Where did it go to? You have done nothing about it. You used millions of shillings to host that event, and nothing is going on. Second, on the issue of the film, trying to make sure that the film industry is well cushioned, we are taxing importation of film equipment. You are not cushioning the producers who are importing the film equipment. Third, on the issue of copyright, you say that we are going to get royalties up to 70%. What have you done about it? And therefore, these issues you are raising are academic, are the normal lies, are the normal rhetorics that you are used to telling people. You asked a question, why did they kick me out of UDA party? They kicked me out of UDA party because I was the custodian of the manifesto. That manifesto that...
Now, I want us to continue with the panel discussion, but I have a quick request for those who are watching this channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, what Malala is talking about, it sounds like a joke, but before even Malala would talk about this issue, already Kenyans were sharing images showing President Ruto in a situation of launching a patient. we have moved from launching projects to now launching human beings to say that SHA is working. So Ruto went to the hospital, and the photo that was taken depicted a man who is launching a sick person in hospital to say that SHA is working. That is how far desperate this regime is. So in as much Malala was making a joke, this joke seems to be serious one. It seems to be true. Those images are all over. People are sharing those images. And he's now telling Njugush, you have content now. You saw him launching the patient. Go and criticize that issue. Now, what this administration is not comfortable with is when content creators criticize their failures, when they point out their mistakes. For example, kama Njugush ataenda aonyeshe atengeneza content out of that just to blast William Ruto for launching a patient in a hospital. They're not comfortable with this. But you can see how far the joke is going. That's how far they can go. Now, Itumbi launched Talanta Hela at State House. Do you hear of that thing as of late? Nothing. There was the issue of taxing content creators. Wanachukua 5%. Walikuwa wanataka 15%. But people protested. Ili tunaona tu content hapa hivi. Mwisho wa mwezi 15% walikuwa wachukue. Saizi wanachukua 5%. Ukipata $1 mnakatana na hao. Ukipata $10 wanataka 5% ya hiyo. Talanta Hela was to uplift the content creators. It was to create employment. It was to create an enabling environment for them. Walikuwa wanapaka mafuta kwa mgongo wa chupa. Hicho kitu cha Talanta Hela hakisikiki mahali popote, hakiko tena. Now, Malala went deeper to say the reason why he was kicked out of UDA party. Now, Secretary Generals of political parties are a custodian of the party manifesto, the ideology of the party. Ni how? So Malala was one. His issue is that as a custodian of the manifesto of the party, his role was to push the government and remind them every time to stick to the manifesto that they campaigned on, to implement the manifesto, to walk the manifesto, to preach the manifesto, to practically implement the manifesto. There is nothing this regime is doing as far as the manifesto of UDA is concerned. They had one of the best manifesto. A lot of promises. Ni kama tu ilikuwa tu ni kama yani hiyo promise wametoa itafanyika tu. That is it. But because they knew that they're not ready to implement the manifesto. I remember at one point when Malala arrived from China, when they went to do benchmarking on a UDA party, on a ile chama ya China, Communist Party. When he arrived immediately at the airport, he had a press briefing and he warned again Kipchumba Murkomen as CSS being involved in the other issues of management, those bloggers from State House and all that. and they asked everyone to focus on duty to implement the UDA manifesto.
It has also come to my attention that some cabinet secretaries have been involved, or rather they are involving themselves in political activities. Contrary to the law, which requires them to remain apolitical, Honorable Moses Kuria, the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Gender and Affirmative Action, your primary responsibility is to serve the people within your docket. Should you wish to engage in politics, you are welcomed to resign and join the political arena. Similarly, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, Cabinet Secretary for Roads and Transport, your focus should be on addressing the pressing issues in your ministry, particularly the repair of roads damaged by the recent floods. Serve the people or step down from your position and return to politics. So we want to ask the cabinet secretaries who involved themselves in political activities over the weekend that the UDA party will not tolerate such character in our administration. Our president is keen to implement his manifesto. We are lagging behind because of civil servants and public officers who have derailed the vision of our administration and engaged in politics. The importance of party discipline and respect for party hierarchy is mandatory. Any form of indiscipline will not be tolerated within the ranks of UDA party. We must uphold values and principles that guide our party to ensure we deliver on our promises. Lastly, we have certain groups within the UDA party that are fueling the disunity in the UDA party. And I want to call upon the communications teams within the office of the president and the office of the deputy president. Kindly stop fueling disunity in the UDA party. We want to call upon both communication teams to work in unity and stop antagonizing each other. Lastly, we want to join our president in saying that the UDA party was elected on a platform of the Hustler Nation. While I was away, I was told that one governor stepped outside the law and banned Mogoka in Mombasa. On behalf of the hustlers and the Mogoka traders and the consumers of Mogoka, we want to ask that governor to operate within the constraints of the law. Mogoka and Mira are synonymous in content, and they have been approved. We even export them outside this country. And therefore, we are saying that the traders that are involved in Mogoka business should also operate within the confines of our law. Make sure that you have warning signs, just like a cigarette. When you smoke a cigarette, we know that it has harmful effects to your health. But there is a warning there. Cigarettes, alcohol are goods that are not supposed to be sold to people under the age of 18. Similarly, the traders of Mogoka should also observe the...
Now, I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Otherwise, to those who have listened to me, thank you so much. See you in our next video, but please remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment.